Now, is anything like that a tutu, or is that too general?
You know what? This is a tutu that can be worn with so many different ways. Plain, just with a tank top, with a corset.
Now, do Mexican
With
people
jeans.
do like urban cowboy type stuff, where they go out dancing and stuff, and they wear these kind of dresses, or is this pretty much for parties, or what?
This is very much for like costumes, photography. I mean, even adults wear it. Like, you can just, it's unlimited what you can do really with a tutu and how you can put it together with so many different looks.
But cocktail dresses are like, I mean, in the Coco Chanel movie, it talked about all this gaudy fashion, and she was a young woman with her sister. She kind of rebelled against, and a little black dress was stunning, and then it changed the whole nature of it. So these frilly kind of dresses and stuff, are they, like coming out parties and stuff, 16, sweet 16 type stuff? Is it any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, actually, the Hispanic community uses these for, they call it a surprise party, and that's for the quinceañeras.
For the which?
For the quinceañeras.
What does that mean?
Like a sweet 16.
Yeah.
But in the Hispanic community is sweet 15, not 16. American is 16.
Because they're pregnant at 16 and they're big, fat, and ugly by the time they get to 18, right? The Mexican girls just fall off the tree really fast?
They let themselves go, no.
Well, I did this movie in 1990, and this totally beautiful little Mexican girl almost looked Japanese. She had jet black hair. And I said, are you going to turn into a big, fat Mexican girl? And she went, no way. She goes, my mom used to be beautiful. She goes, I refuse to eat certain kinds of food. She, starved herself.
Well, no, it's all what you eat, really. You don't have to.
Popping kids out.
As much as you want,
if you pop 4 kids out, you're staying home all the time. It's a very labor-intensive job and everything, but you don't get out. Hey, scoot yourself up a little bit more so we can get a little tighter on the light here.
So I can show it with the jeans.
Yeah, see, your coloring's good. See, I get the adjustment, even though you guys, I guess, are pretty much the same in complexion. But yeah, see, this video's popping pretty good now. And the backdrop's interesting, and then plus when I pulled it back, I got some stuff. Okay, so what's the deal with that one?
Well, this is it's a beautiful bag, leather. Same design as Chanel, but it's not a Chanel. It's just a beautiful leather bag.
So basically, do you guys have that stuff fabricated, or keeping in mind the current crop of super high expensive purses? Do you guys try to get cost-effective alternatives of what's currently fashionable?
Right. Yes, that's the right word. Something, a designer look, but made beautifully in leather. No labels. I don't like to do labels. I obviously have.
So basically, it's the same style, but you don't allow any counterfeiting of a logo.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly.
Well, it's like when the Oscars pops, and then they make copies of the dress the very next day.
Yes, exactly.
So do you peruse a certain kind of magazine or anything? How do you guys figure out what? I mean, obviously, do you look at contemporary fashion magazines to see what's being advertised?
No, what we do have is our own manufacturer in China that we order through them. They custom make for us. In other words, if you like one of these bags in a different color, we can have it made for them in a particular color. But everything that we sell is leather.
So if you have the stuff fabricated, are you having to buy it in container lots?
No.
No,
this is a very exclusive line of bags, so you don't buy massive amounts. They produce.
So you're not flooding the market with these particular things. There's a certain exclusivity to the numbers that you're popping on this stuff.
Correct, and these are made for us to put our own label on them.
Oh, okay.
We decide to get our own.
Now, have
label.
you decided a particular proprietary name, or are you gonna brand it in the Elena collection thing? Or what?
I was thinking maybe to go under Kiss Say.
Kiss Say. Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Apparently, is
because people on your Facebook have been talking about they remember that from the old days or something.
right.
What does that mean?
Well, in reality, it's a French word, but it does not spell the way I spell it. But it means what is it? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
See, I looked up shishi, You know, I thought it was going to be CHE or something, but there's a bunch of websites that have SHE, SHE. Shishi used to be fancy or something, didn't it? There's something with shishi, it was French fancy or no? Does Kiska say that? Is it slang?
It's a slang, yeah, it's slang. And that particular name, in the 90s, I had a line of ladies' clothing. So I used that particular name for, hay una mosca.
So you let it expire and it fell out of vogue, the name, or what? So you're bringing it back as retro, or
I'm
what?
bringing it back as retro, and also introducing this line of new line of bags. So I want to bring the name back for adults, so not for the kids, but a separate line.
Now, is there a particular kind of purse that people wear with this more Victorian, more layered look of stuff? Is there a certain kind of purse that goes with it?
No, to be honest, no. This is like, for example, this is a diaper bag. This is a very, very modern diaper bag. I mean, every mom can use this bag. You put the diaper here on the bottom, you know.
But isn't it more the size and the capacity of it that calls it a diaper bag?
Yes, and all the pockets that you can put the bottles in here. There is plenty of room inside. It's just even a beautiful bag just to carry around every day. You know, even a camera bag. You just put an insert inside and it becomes a camera bag.
Now, what's the deal with the camera bag specifically? You guys fabricated some inserts, some compartments that fit this particular kind of...
They fit most of our bags.
So do you do fashion camera bags such that it's the function of a camera bag, but it's more fashionable?
Yes. In fact, there is a company called Kelly Moore. Kelly Moore has a beautiful line of bags, but they're all plastic.
Plastic?
Plastic.
You mean vinyl or actually plastic?
Vinyl.
Because the ripstock, like military material, is really durable. Do you do anything in any of those kind of fabrics?
No.
It's all pretty much leather?
It's all pretty much leather. In fact, some of the leather is imported from France, especially for the crocodile embossed leather. That's imported from France. Same as the thread. It's 100% cotton thread that they hand sew the bags with.
So you basically source the stuff from Europe and then you send it to China for them to fabricate with it?
No, they do it all. The company in China does everything for me.
Oh, so it drop ships directly to China?
Yes.
So they have relationships with these particular kind of materials?
Correct, yes.
And then the stitch count and how tight the thing pops. So you started using these people how long ago?
It's been about 2 years, really.
So did you have to go through some companies that weren't up to standard in terms of manufacturing?
We did a lot of research on the internet. We went even Vietnam, different places trying to find the real crocodile skins. But they're extremely, extremely expensive. So we figure we can always get something very similar, luxurious looking and everything. Same look, but it's not crocodile skin. It's leather. It's
Is the
cow.
feel somewhat the same? Do people care about the way that it feels even?
I think people mostly care about is the look.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
how
Now, what about the weight of it? Is crocodile?
light.
Crocodile in itself is very light because it's a reptile skin. Is leather tend to be heavier?
It's a little heavier. The crocodile, they have to line the inside of the bag, so obviously, to make it a little
And the
more
durability is same or better
strong.
or
No,
worse?
crocodile leather is durable more than cow leather. A lot more.
So what are the kind of animal skins that they use?
David?
Ostrich?
Ostrich.
So the same stuff like boots, basically?
Ostrich, which you can also get as an embossed leather. And snake skin, of course. Alligator.
Is there any synthetics that the high-end purses are ever made in just because of it can be thin or anything like that?
No, actually ostrich apparently is the toughest skin on the market. But they have everything, even chicken skin.
Chicken skin?
Fish skin. They make bags and wallets from shark skin. Stingrays. Virtually anything. They even had frog skin.
So how did you get involved in ladies' apparel, the purses and stuff? Because you in addition to fabricating your wife, you used to retail and resell?
No, actually, it started out. We did a show together in Vegas, and there was a vendor there selling camera bags, and they were selling these camera bags for like $200, and I thought, well, I can do that. So I went ahead and had a bag designed based on an English schoolboy satchel, and it was a slightly different shape, a little square on the top, and we were get them in all different colours, but the problem was the manufacturer wanted a minimum order, which I could not fulfill at the time because we weren't sure how it would go.
Now, do you have them actually fabricated around here, or is there some special place that you have to have them actually made?
You cannot get stuff made here; it's too expensive.
So where do you end up having
We
them?
get them made in. There's a town in China called Guangzhou, I think it is, where most of the industry is involved in the manufacture of leather goods. Shoes.
How'd you figure that out?
You just got to get on the internet, and after a while, you start sourcing places and you find out where they're located. And
So you send them a specification and they send you back a sample? Or
you ask if they can make something. And
so are they pretty proactive about wanting to do business with America?
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, some people that we met through the website Alibaba, they're a bit slow in responding. But you find out you look for manufacturers, you Google them, and then you send them emails and you ask to see their catalogue, and you find out if they can custom make and what materials they use.
So pretty much everything that you're promoting right now is stuff that you have reasonably good control over the manufacturer?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the companies we found do have a pretty high quality, and it's always hard to tell until you get the merchandise, what things are going to be like. But
so you got the bugs out of the fabrication and manufacturing process now, so now it's about distribution?
Yeah, it's a matter of getting the product to the market.
Yep.
And it'd be nice to start getting orders. It just takes a little time to push it out there.
Well, people are looking for value because the people that can afford the brand names are kind of insulated from the economic hardship where everybody else is trying to get bang for their buck, right?
Yeah, and those people want the same sort of look, but they don't want to pay the money. So some of the merchandise we have has that similar look to an expensive high-end item, but you don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for it. And it's hard
But also there's a saturation of designers where really the price doesn't justify the quality because, I mean, some people have tried to maintain pricing points that, I mean, there's Karl Lagerfeld, there's Tom Ford, there's Chanel, I mean, there's kind of a glut of high-end product now, isn't there?
Well, I think a lot of those high-end designers, they sort of franchise their name, I think.
Licensee, yeah.
Different,
Well, I heard that
different products.
a lot of these big design companies are actually getting away from couture that they used to use as a lost leader, and they're just doing more ready-to-wear straight up, and they're just staying away from the really abstract fancy
Yeah, well,
stuff.
there was a designer here in America, and he was pretty well known. His name was Mossimo, and he was a top designer, and he had some financial difficulties, and he was one of the first people to go to Target.
Really?
And everybody laughed. He said, "What are you, nuts?" And now his stuff is back, and he's selling more stuff than he ever sold before.
Well, Kathy Ireland is, they said, almost a billionaire now.
Yeah.
And Jessica Simpson, I guess, is distributed through where primarily?
Yeah, she's worth about 200 or 300 million herself.
But where do they sell her stuff, though?
In every single store.
They sell it in like big stores.
Well, the two twin girls from that one show with
Mary and Kate
the
Olsen.
yeah, their stuff was an unexploited market segment that's now been saturated by other people.
Right.
But I guess Jessica Simpson, her sense of style and her personal, brand, I guess a lot of people really identify with her, and she moves a huge amount of product.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's moving it in Los Angeles, for example, but there's a lot of space between here and New York.
Yeah.